What's up, everybody? Will with Southern Grails back here with another video. I've been out ripping and roaring. Yesterday I hit up a thrift store that I haven't hit up in a while because things are usually overpriced and there's usually never nothing there. But man, yesterday was really nice. Actually, two thrift stores in Peachtree City. One's called a Better Way Bargain and a Clothes Less Traveled. Sometimes they have good stuff there, but they've really changed over the last 10 years. Went from used donated stuff to now now that they're like freight auctions where they got brand new furniture and mattresses and pool tables and stuff like that. So anyway, I got a ton of records to show you guys today. First, let's start off. First of all the new subscribers, man, I really appreciate it. If you follow me on Instagram, I do weekly auctions on eBay. They all start at $1. I try to do about 100 a week. I usually try to throw in some Grails, hence the name Southern Grails. And mostly just good listening music, and I try to sprinkle in some really nice high dollar stuff. So first I want to show you guys some of the really nice ones they're gonna end. They're at auction now. They're gonna end this Saturday late afternoon, probably about 6 o'clock. Some of these are from my personal collection that I've had for a while, and I'm just either thinning out the collection, really selling stuff that I just don't really listen to no more, and stuff that I can find again. Not relatively easy, some of these. First one, Miles Davis, Quintet Sextet with Milt Jackson. There's an original 1956 on Prestige. Just look at that cover. And this is really good. It's got Milt, it's got Miles, Jackie McLean, Ray Bryant, Percy Heath, Art Taylor on the drums. Really good, and one of the cooler Prestige images. This one here was a tough one for me to try to let go, but I got a few more titles of this artist. This is one of the ones that I've decided to let go, and that's the Out There by Eric Dolphy. This is an original 63, I think. Yeah, Ron Carter, George Duvivier, and Roy Haynes. Woo. Any of y'all know Eric Dolphy, man. This is a far out there jam. Not a rare one. They're hard to find clean. This one's a really clean. It's a clean cover. It's probably a strong VG record. But there's plenty of those out there for sale. But and then this Saturday, this one here is cool, man. If y'all ever see if you're either out there hunting, bargain bin and things like that, this is a great label to find if you're an audiophile. And that's the Sheffield Lab. This is the Sheffield Lab track record. This is really good, just for blowing out your speakers. It's just instrumental tracks. Everything is right in front of your face, man. The guitar, the cymbals. I mean, everything is just not ear piercing, but man, it is right there. And you can find these relatively cheap online. In my digging, I don't see this Sheffield Lab. The Sheffield Lab label put out a lot of classical, which is, if you like classical, really good cherry audio sound when it comes to classical. But stuff you can find relatively cheap, in the $25 to $30 range. Okay, this one here is so cool. This takes me back to my high school days. That's Brainiac, Smack Bunny Baby. This is an original 1993. Not high school. I would have been in sixth grade. so just starting middle school, man. Really cool alternative, kind of post punk. Was really on the up and coming. And then I believe the lead singer died in a car accident. I could be wrong, but yeah, he ended up dying. Not around here. I think it was in '97 or '98, and they put out several more albums after this. This is probably one of their more famous albums. But really cool, man. If you like that time, it's got a little bit of a grunge sound, but probably more considered like a post punk. But rare, especially ones from the '90s, where vinyl records you couldn't give them away. So that's a really good one. Super clean to have. Up next, Horace Silver Quintet. Is an original, deep grooves, got the ear. You can see the ear right there. Super clean copy. I like Horace Silver. He just, man, he put out a ton of stuff. But this is super clean. Got the deep groove. Got everything you want in it. Who's on here? Junior Cook, Gene Taylor, Roy Brooks, Blue Mitchell on the trumpet. Boy, he could blow. Here's another one. This is one you could relatively find easily, but put it up for the people. Really rich, clean, 1958 pressing, Monk with the Messengers. Who's who of jazz listening. This one here, man, this was tortured me letting it go. But it's, my ear for it is kind of driven away. It's really good soul jazz. This is The Awakening, Mirage. This is original promo copy on Black Jazz. Heavy spiritual jazz. It's got a lot of singing and chorals into it, which is not a bad thing. But you know, some of the ones that when I'm thinning out my collection, you know, I really got to go back and listen to it on repeat. I just listen to it and I'm like, it's great. Like, it's great, but sometimes the singing really can kind of throw me off. Really, a lot of great tracks, a lot of good jazz funk tracks. Really good. Someone will be happy to have this one. This one here, I'd never heard of this artist. Apparently, they're in this genre of music, they're pretty known. Bella Fleck, Drives. If you like bluegrass, this is it, man. Now, I like it. My grandmother and great grandmother, you know, were into that Appalachian. You know, they were, you know, Irish heritage. So it really traces back to my people. This one's signed. This one's signed by Bella Fleck, but really good, man. Really great sound quality. If you like that, incredible guitar, incredible banjo. I'm not sure if there's what's that instrument called? Not a theorem, not the electrical one, but the I can't think of it. You know what I'm talking about. It's dulcimer. That's it. It's the dulcimer. Really good playing. Stuart Duncan, Jerry Douglas, Sam Bush, Mark O'Connor, Tony Rice, Mark Schatz. Really good. Now this one here, this is really cool. If I had a record player that could play this, I would keep this. And I've always heard about these, but I've never seen one. I've never seen one in public. This is at 16 RPM on Prestige. It's got Coltrane, Pepper Adams, Cecil Haynes, Hampton Hawes, Shihab, Curtis Fuller. Yeah, I even tried on mine, which I got a cheap player. I even turned it all the way down as much as I could. It's still too fast. Now this is 1958. Now this has got John Crane's Dakar, I think that's the name of it, Dakar, which wasn't released until 1963, I believe. I think 63 or 62. But this is the original release, and Prestige just kind of held on to it. Really tough to find these, but it's up in auction now. If you got any desire for the 16 RPMs, and if you're a nerd for the rare stuff, it's got Coltrane. Okay. Woo! Nuclear Assault, Survive. Original on IRS. Great cover. Just your standard thrash metal. Blow your speakers out. Blow your eardrums out. Really good copy of that. Deeper into the thrash. Slayer. Rain in Blood. Original on Def Jam. Look at that thing. It's smoking clean. Do I need to say anything? If you know, you know. You guys know Slayer. Pivotal. But their later stuff, it's got a different sound. Oh, this is 1986. I don't know why I thought this was later, like 89. My knowledge on metal and stuff is pathetic. You know, I know Pantera and I know the later stuff, which is not thrash metal. Like when I was in high school, you had like Korn and Godsmack, which is, there's a debate on whether that's just popular metal, radio play metal or not. But this is if you like that sound, man, that's it. Okay, dude, and this one was, every now and then, man, you gotta let go of something that's really heavy. and no matter how, in my personal business, because I do make a dollar on this, and I have children to feed, and I try to make a dollar. But this is a great one. This is a Blue Note. Horace Parlin Quintet, Speaking My Piece. Original, deep groove, ear. It's got the Turrentine Brothers, George Tucker, Al Harwood. Incredibly difficult Blue Note title to track down in any condition. Now there's some for sale. This isn't one of those ones that's like there's never any for sale. There's probably on discounts. I think there's about 6 or 7 for sale. Usually in the $1,000 to $2,000 range. But this one's live now. You got a shot at it. Okay, I hit the thrift store up. What was it? Yesterday or the day before yesterday? Because I was really looking for a package, UPS, that was lost. So I went down to the hub where it allegedly, was at. And they didn't open till 4 o'clock, so I had about an hour to kill. So I hit up. There's 2 thrift stores in Peachtree City, basically down the street from each other. There's usually never nothing there, but man, this time, finally, there was some stuff there. On average, man, they're like $1 a piece. So I was kind of floored. One of the best ones was this Ornette Coleman original 1960 stereo copy. Change of the century, early free jazz. Ornette Coleman, kind of considered the father of free jazz. Really, really good stuff. I was tempted to keep this one, but it's one that you can find. There's plenty of them out there for sale. So this is going to come up at the next auction. It'll start this Saturday, so it'll end next Saturday. But I had his first one, Shape of Jazz to Come, which is a great one for Atlantic. This one I think is a little bit better. This one's a little bit better. Now, dude, there was a ton. So one of the thrift shops that I went to is a Christian donation place, and there's always boring gospel music there, and sometimes you'll find some cool DJ singles. But this time, man, they had some good black gospel, which is great for put your feelings about religion aside. As far as the music goes, some of the best backing bands ever. Starting off, Professor Harold Boggs. This is original on a Nashboro. I can't remember what year this is. Like 67. It's 60s. But man, it's got that first track. Stream it. Lord, Give Me Strength. First track on that. It has got killer blues guitar. I don't know who the hell's playing it, but it is fantastic. I love the sound. Really good stuff. And I haven't streamed the rest of this. I really want to give it a spin. Really good. Don't sleep on that Nashboro label. Along with it, the Exciting Gospel Incredibles. Now this is on a great label. Atlanta Soul Liberation. See that? Shoot. ASL. Really good. That label, if you ever see that label and you're out digging, just grab it. It's gonna be something great. Whether it's gospel, but they also had a ton of good unknown funk, really killer soul, a lot of rare stuff from the 70s that it just, some of them fetch really good money, but it's really good. There's some really good soul on this label. This one isn't really like a funk jam, but the music's still good. Really soulful. Not in that contemporary hymnal Christian type style, but really good. Really good band. I was floored at this, but when I seen the shrink on it, I was like, well, I know it's not an original, but because originals go for thousands of dollars. But this will be up at next auction. If you can't afford original, which I can't even find one of this pressing, but this is a great one to have if you want it. And this is the Lee Morgan, it's a septet, right? Is this sextet or septet? Sextet! Yeah, this is a Liberty pressing. Super duper clean. This is of the 1500 Blue Note series. Standard hard bop greatness. With Hank Mobley, Kenny Rogers? Okay. Horace Silver, Paul Chambers, Charlie Persip on the drums. Composition arranged by Benny Golson. Woo-wee. Boy, I'd love to have an original of that. If you have one, you want to let it go, let me know. But that'll be up next Saturday. Okay, this one's great, man. I love this artist. If you like country, if you like folk, you're going to love this one. John Prine live. This is original in 1988 on Oh Boy. Really clean live recording. John Prine, if you don't know, this one's cool, man. This has got a ton of inserts with it. It's like that one. Got some guy like that. And then there's a cool, almost like a promotional from Oh Boy Records. Yeah. Is pleased to announce its third album release, John Prine Live, blah, 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 blah. Oh Boy Records. Los Angeles, California. Really good. I don't have any John Prine in my collection, but you should, and I should. I always wondered, this is gonna sound stupid, but was he? I'm assuming he wrote most of his own songs, right? Got a really unique voice. I really love his voice. Oh, that goes with that. Okay, I mean, you see the cover of this, you're gonna want it, right? This is Lee Morrow in Lipstick. Do You Want Me? Now this is an Italian. This is like Italian house. 1990. What is this? 1990. Oh shoot! What year is this? 1990. Yeah. If you like to move, if you like to boogie. Oh, excuse me. Get my hand out of the way there, lady. If you like to dance, this is a. It is really good. Really good. You can find these kind of cheap. There's only a few for sale here in America. I see a few sellers are asking between $40 or $50. But most of these are in sale in like Italy and Germany and overseas, things like that. But this will be up. This will be up at auction coming this Saturday. Man, I really wanted to keep this one. I'm even on the fence about it. I might end up keeping this one. So if you don't see it up for sale, forgive me. This is Summer Hill. This is really good. This is 1969. Really good psych rock. This label, Tetragrammaton. How do you pronounce that? Tetragrammaton sounds more correct. But really good, man. This is the only thing they released. It's a really clean copy. Stream it. It's really good. It's got a little bit of fuzz guitar action. It's some hints of like pop psych, but not much. Really good. Really good. Check it out. And you can find these. You can find these relatively cheap too. When I say cheap, you know, 40, 50 bucks. All right, man, I know there's a lot of fans of this lady, even the young'uns. Marilyn Monroe. This is a rare record. This isn't like a rare, valuable record, but on Rhino, it's just got some rare recordings, 1948 to 1962. You know, me and the wife were talking about this earlier, that today, Marilyn Monroe would be kind of basic. I don't know. What do you think? I mean, I think her beauty was just from the time, you know, she was a little more voluptuous. So that's a good debate to have. Would Marilyn Monroe, if she was plucked from 1955 and put in today, would she be as much of a sex symbol as she was back then? I don't think so. There's too many sex symbols today. The market is oversaturated. I made the analogy of, you know, if you're going to tell something positive, this is a little off topic. If you're going to tell something positive to young girls, picture you have a clear glass bowl, right? Full of diamonds, okay? You can't tell one diamond apart from another. Shine a light through it, right? And you'll see the reflections that the diamonds make. You can't really tell them apart, right? Because they all look the same. Take a ruby and throw it in that bowl, and it overtakes everything. So be the different one amongst the what's the word I'm looking for? Be different amongst the herd. I guess that's my point. It's a little off topic. Now this one here, man. This one is kind of, when I seen it, I was like, oh my god, because you never see these in public. This is Elvira. Vinyl Macabre. This is a 1983. That's the year I was born. I'm old as hell. But Elvira, if you don't know Elvira, so Elvira in the 80s, if you stayed up late at night, you would get the cheesiest horror movies that she would comment on during the little breaks. She'd be on a couch and really, really funny. She was a pivotal part of my childhood because my mom worked at a place called Video Tree in the 80s. And when Elvira Mistress of the Dark came out, she immediately added that to the collection, dude. And I probably, you gotta imagine, I'm a little kid. I'm liking what I'm seeing. If you know what I'm talking about. But Elvira, man, love it. Love it. She's got a few albums, not albums, but there's a few records of hers out there that can, kind of rare, kind of hard to find. This one here is just, the cover drew me along. Trek bloopers. This is Star Trek bloopers of season 3, which would have been, oh God, 1970. Really cool, man. Really kind of tough to find. But that cover alone, look at Spock. What is he eating? Is that a planet? Ah. If you're a Trekkie, you're going to want that. Now, I've never heard of this group, but when I'd seen this and then I wanted to hear it, what kind of music it was, I was like, oh, dude, that's Rush. That's exactly what that is. This is called Hot Flash. First Attack, They'll Never Take Us. This is kind of like a, it's not a private label. It's on Rockwell Records, but heavy synth, heavy prog, and this one's signed. This one's signed by everybody in the band. Really cool. Kind of hard to find, man. You don't really see these that often, but really cool. If you stream it, listen to it, you'll definitely hear the Rush influence. What year is this? 1977. So right in that meaty part of Rush's discography. Are we done with the music? Okay, this one here is cool. This is the Talking Heads Speaking in Tongues. This is a cool, clear, limited edition. Comes on clear vinyl. But what was cool is that it's got these 3 little, what you call them, inserts. But they just make when you're spinning it, I guess, makes the record unique. Not rare. You can find plenty of these out there, but it's something cool, something I don't see that often. All right, this one here, never heard of this artist, but the cover drew me, and then when I listened to it, I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Clara Monshine, Luna Africana. This is original German pressing. This is like experimental, ambient, minimalist. It'd be the best way I can explain it. Now it's a 45 RPM. When I was playing it on YouTube, I was reading the comments and everybody's saying like, you gotta try it at 33, put it at 33. It's way more out there. I listened to them both. It's completely different. I think there is a video of it recorded at 33 and 45. Check it out. It's really, like I said, all the songs start off really just small, and then it just slowly builds with synth sounds and things like that. It's really, really, really cool. Not a lot of these for sale out there, but it'll be up next Saturday. All right, guys, we have 4 more left. This one here is so cool. I love it. It kind of goes in the vein of that horror rock with Elvira. This is Bob McFadden and Rod oh God, how do you pronounce this? How do you pronounce his name? McEwen. Songs Our Mummy Taught Us. This is an original promo on Brunswick. Really clean, but it's just got a lot of those good horror rock type songs. The Sheik of Arabi. Frankie and Igor at a rock and roll party. Just has that rockabilly with a lot of horror type themes. Really cool. This one's not up for sale. I think there is a promo copy up for sale, but somebody's asking like $100 something. But really, really cool. Check out the cover. Ah. All right, here's a rare private pressing from Japan. And this, oh God, I'm not even going to be able to pronounce the name. But it's on Johnny's disc record. You see that right there? This is a, it's just cover songs. That's all it is. It's cover songs. Really cool. It's got that silkscreen cover. It's a little, and with those private pressings, it's a little fragile. But really cool. I think they do some Beatles songs. Come Rain or Shine, which is a great jazz standard. They do Bye Bye Blackbird. Really cool. One of those ones when you see the cover out in the wild, you're like, your spidey senses really start to come into play. So that's a really cool one. Man, this one here is cool, dude. This is like hair metal on steroids. This is King Diamond Conspiracy. Original, this is a US pressing. Yeah, 1989 US pressing. Originally released in the UK. But yeah, man, this is just really, really cool. Like I said, it's not like thrash. It's a little bit, it's got some synth to it. But dude, this dude's vocals are out of this world. Glam hair metal on steroids. Listen to it, you'll know what I'm talking about. All right, last up, man, this is a great one. It's going to be going on the auction block this Saturday. Gabor Szabo, Dreams. Original 68 on Sky. This is a smoking clean copy. Gabor's best. That's my opinion. You know, he put out a ton on Impulse. This is just incredible gypsy jazz. I mean, he went all out. One of the best covers out there. Ooh, this one's got the original inner sleeve. Yeah, Gabor. This is his best. This is a smoking clean copy. Check it out Saturday. All right, that's it. Man, almost 30-minute video. Got a ton coming up in the next 2 weeks. I got a show to go to in Kentucky. I got the 3-day show in Orlando. So I'm rounding up my funds. I'm going to go down there with a big knot. And I'm going to come back with hopefully some incredible records. And I'll show them to you first. We'll see you.